In our last video, we saw how the illustration for up includes the idea of rising higher and higher. The sun comes up. And the result of rising, completely finished. We ate up all the food. In today's video, I will give more examples of up. These first 4 examples emphasize the difference between 2 situations, one normal and one unusual. The meaning of unexpected change is often implied. 1. The computer is up and working again. When a machine is down, we mean to say it's broken down or out of order. So this computer is up means it is fixed and working normally once more. 2. There's a lot of shouting outside. What's up? What's up means the situation has suddenly changed. It was a normal, quiet day, but now I hear noise and shouting. What's happening outside? Of course, you may hear this as an informal way to say, "How are you? What have you been doing lately?" For example, "Hi, Tom, what's up?" Or young people might shorten the expression even further, saying, "Sup, Tom?" 3. I knew something was up when I saw a police car in front of our house. It's very unusual to see a police car in front of our house. This is not normal and probably not good news. My guess is that something bad must have happened. 4. What's up with the boss? She looks furious. What's wrong with the boss today? She's not normally this angry. The atmosphere at the meeting was unusually tense. The next 9 examples also mean rising, but the addition of up implies a following action. In other words, up and ready to go. 5. I stood up to ask a question. The little word to tells us my purpose, why I rose from my chair. Because I wanted to ask a question. 6. Listen up, everybody. I have some good news. If you raise your head and ears and turn your attention to me, I will tell you some news that will make you very happy. So, listen up means pay attention. 7. We stayed up all night to watch the game. To stay up means not go to bed, stay standing or sitting but not lying down. So we didn't go to bed because we wanted to watch the game. 8. Is your husband up? After her husband wakes up and gets up, he is up and moving around. This sentence implies that I need to speak to the woman's husband for some reason. If he is up, then I can talk to him. 9. Our neighbor's house is up for sale. In this example, up means raise something high for others to see in order to sell it. If no one can see your product, how do we know you want to sell it? The idea of raising it high means we want others to notice it. So our neighbor's house is ready for sale. 10. The mayor is up for re-election. The mayor's time in office has nearly ended. If this mayor remains quiet and tells no one, who will know he or she wants to continue in the job? So, this mayor has decided to stand up and announce to everyone that he or she does not want to retire, but is ready for another term. So, up for re-election means standing up and ready for a new term as mayor of the city. 11. The weather's great. Are you up for a swim? The sun is hot and the weather is good today. Do you have high enough energy or sufficient desire to go swimming? If not, that's okay. I'm just making a suggestion. A person needs to have a certain amount of energy or desire to exercise. So, do you have enough today? Does your energy rise to that level or not? 12. I'll stay home. I don't think I'm up for his jokes tonight. I hate our friend's stupid jokes, which usually make me feel uncomfortable, so I don't want to listen to him tonight. I just don't have enough energy to laugh and pretend his jokes are funny. I'm tired and not up to that level of energy. So, thank you for the invitation, but I'm going to stay home instead. 13. Without a word, he upped and left the house. This is the verb up, which means to stand up suddenly, often in anger. This is usually used when a person suddenly quits their job or hits someone without warning. If we look at a tree or building, the farther away it is, the smaller it appears to us. And conversely, when we approach that tree or building, it becomes taller and bigger. This is a logical extension of the meaning of up. In other words, up also means to approach or come nearer. Listen to these examples. 14. The taxi drove up and the woman got in. The taxi approached and stopped and the woman got in. 15. Look up any vocabulary words that you don't understand. If the meaning of a vocabulary word is unclear, we can pick up a dictionary and look closely at the definition and see how the word is used. So, look up means to come nearer and look closely at a word in order to study or understand it. 16. The anxious father-to-be was pacing up and down the hospital corridor. If up means come nearer, the meaning of down must be the opposite. So, up and down a corridor, hallway, or a street means to walk near and far, or, in other words, back and forth. 17. She moved up and down the rows of guests to thank each one personally. As in example 16, up and down means back and forth, near and far. So, in sentence 17, we know there were many lines of people, and this woman walked along every line to thank each person individually. 18. She came up to us and asked us for money. The woman approached us and asked us to give her some money. The woman came to us sounds more polite, but she came up to us means she stood directly in front of us as near as possible so that we could not ignore her. 19. Your work is not up to our usual standard. We have certain requirements for this job, and your work is not good enough to meet them. Your work doesn't approach, doesn't come near our high standards. 20. My German isn't up to translating your letter. I have studied German, but it's not good enough to translate your letter properly. My language ability doesn't reach such a high standard. 21. I don't feel up to working out in the gym today. In other words, I don't have near enough energy or desire to spend time exercising at the gym today. My energy does not reach that level. 22. Up until now, no one has mentioned this problem. Up until now is the same as up to now, and both expressions mean before now or before today. So this is a new problem that someone has mentioned. As a result of this meaning of approach or come nearer, up to can also be used to emphasize who should make a decision or who should be responsible. The decision is nearer to you than to me. Some examples. 23. Do you want to eat out tonight? It's up to you. The choice is up to you, close to you. So this decision is for you to make, not me. I will let you decide whether to eat at home or eat out in a restaurant. 24. It's not up to me to make that decision. I am not the boss here. That decision is not my area of responsibility. That decision belongs to someone else. 25. It's up to us to keep our community safe. If we want to keep this community safe, it is the responsibility of everyone here. We must all work together. We cannot expect others to protect us. That's our job. From this meaning of approach or go near to, we have the extended meaning of occupied or busy doing something, but we cannot see clearly what it is. 26. The children are awfully quiet. I wonder what they're up to. When normally noisy, talkative children suddenly become quiet, it usually means they have fallen asleep or found something very interesting to do. The children in the next room are so busy, so absorbed by what they're playing with, that they stop talking. And that could be dangerous. 27. Whatever he's doing, I'm sure he's up to no good. I don't know what that man is doing, but I have a feeling that he is busy doing something bad. It cannot be anything good. 28. I haven't seen you in years. What have you been up to? This is a common greeting to a friend. We are asking them what they have been busy doing since the last time we saw them. In our last two examples, up against means approach an obstacle of some kind to be stopped and unable to move forward. 29. Put the letter up against the wall. In this sentence, up means close to and against means touching. So I want someone to place the letter to lean it on the wall. 30. Good luck changing the laws. You don't realize who you're up against. You may want to change the laws, but you will not succeed. Why not? Because there is a big wall that stops you. Not a real wall, of course, but people with money or some powerful organization that will not allow the laws to be changed. Here is a quick review of what we have learned in this video. Let's list the illustrations again. A sudden change. Something's up. I can tell by the look on your faces. B, up and ready to go. The man jumped up from his chair. C, approach, go nearer. She walked up to the door and knocked loudly. D, who is responsible? She left the decision up to me. E, occupied, busy with. What have you been up to lately? F. Something stops you. If you're up against a powerful company, you cannot win. After looking at all these examples, I hope you now have a clearer understanding of English up. All the meanings are associated with rising higher and approaching from far to near. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more videos like this one.